Yo, part 3. Good writing versus bad writing. This will be a little short video. There's not really many ways you can fuck this up. So, good writing. Good writing is when the story isn't padded. Now, there's nothing worse than a story that drags on. When you watch TV, it's more enjoyable to see something exciting happen every episode than every 4 or 5 episodes. You know what I'm saying? So keep it interesting. Cut out all the filler, all the nonsense talking, all the exposition and stuff. That's how you write a good story. Number 2, keeping the audience guessing. Some things they can predict, they can make their theories about, but it's always good to shake them up just a little bit, A good example of them throwing people for a loop is the manga Death Note. For those not familiar with Death Note, high school kid gets a fucking tablet book, and if you write your name in the book, you die. That's the general premise of it. If you haven't seen Death Note by now, you're way fucking out of the loop. But if you write your name in the book, you die. That's the simple idea behind it. And it becomes a point where he's just killing all the criminals, and he's just going to town, and he comes across this girl who's investigating the death of her, is that her fiance or something, who the kid had killed. And as she's trying to do that, she meets the I call him the antagonist, like Yagami, but she meets him, and they start working together and everything because he's trying to trick her and stuff. And he finally gets her name, and he writes it down, and we're all like, yeah, kill her now, she's a problem. And she doesn't die, and we find out she doesn't die because she gave him an alias, and he needs the real name to kill you. So that's an idea of good writing. It's very simple, but it's cool because at the same time we all thought she's about to die right now. She's doing all this extra stuff, she needs to go, but she doesn't die. Now, I'm gonna do one more. This is one that I love. The best example of good writing is when you make people care about the characters. The story, yeah, but like I say, people come to check out your story, but they stay for the characters. So, when you make people feel for your character and root for them, even if they're the bad guy, that's good writing. One of my favorite examples is Itachi from Naruto. I say this because Kishimoto, the writer of Naruto, did a great job with this character. When we meet Itachi, well, before we even meet him, we find out from Sasuke, his younger brother, that he killed their entire clan. Only Sasuke survived. So Sasuke hates him, he wants to kill him. In the future, Itachi comes to the Leaf Village, and he's coming to get Naruto or whatever. But he gets into it with Kakashi and everybody. But he never comes off as a menacing asshole or anything. But we know he's a villain because he killed his whole family, Well, fast forward, we find out that the reason he killed his entire family because it was orders from the government. Because they were pretty much scared of these motherfuckers. They're like, oh, these people are bad. Your clan is bad. We're scared. Kill them all. Before there's a war, a war breaks out or whatever. And he does it with the only stipulation that nobody harms Sasuke, his younger brother. Now, that's great writing. Because we think of him as a villain until we find out that he was used by the government. He chose his country over his family, his immediate family. Kishimoto, if he would have wrote Itachi as this guy who's out here just doing all kinds of bad stuff or whatever, and then gave us this backstory, that'd have been like, you kind of like, you flipped on us a little bit. It's kind of bullshitty. But every time we talk to Itachi, or we meet Itachi, he comes out and he's kind of chill. He only steps in when it's necessary. He's not evil for the sake of being evil. And when we learn his backstory, we see why. He's not really that much of a bad guy. He's just a puppet and he's really just a troubled soul that wanted to protect his little brother, who loved his little brother. That's good writing. That's the example of good writing and feeling empathy for a character. Because even if you don't like Itachi or you wanted him to die, you understand where he was coming from. It made sense. That's good writing. Well, that's pretty much all I got on that. I got another video I want to do for a friend who requested this, so I'll probably do that next. But yeah, those are the examples of good writing and bad writing. Hopefully that helped you kind of put your story together a little bit and kind of see what makes sense and what doesn't make sense. Until next time, peace.